something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Guardiola. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's a pretty loose pass. It's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. The pass is intercepted.
ये तो गोल कन्वर्ट करते हैं। अबे यार क्या बकचोदी है। पेनल्टी है या पेनल्टी के बाहर गए तो हट रहे हैं।
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header!
That's just playing it safe. Simple.
Santos are looking to go forward now. Played in. It's cleared by the keeper. Neymar. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Inzaghi. And that could set him on his way. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Quality ball. Perez. The most accurate pass. They continue each to cancel the other out. And he was quick to react. Nicely spread. Bojan. And it's Perez. Zanetti tries to pass it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Here comes a mighty effort. Harmlessly behind. Perez. Great defending, strong and determined. Bojan. That looks a decent ball. And the through ball. Batistuta. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Up he goes! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Coming on the field is number 22, Vigo.
Changes here, both sides in fact. Nice looking ball.
Won't
reach that one. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Driving forward. He's found the way through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that's a fine interception.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
There's the clearance.
हाँ भाई पूछो ना क्या चाहिए,
Griezmann.
पूछ ब्रो क्या सजेशन चाहिए बोल।
Can he get it through? Promising position. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, the defence proved infallible then. That won't be the last they'll see of him. That pass has been well intercepted. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
What kind of suggestion you need bro?
Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, there's a probing ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Frustration,
हाँ आईडी कर
exasperation,
देता हूँ, रिव्यू आईडी बताओ। गुड मॉर्निंग ब्रो।
an attacking
हाँ
perspective.
गुड मॉर्निंग आईडी। हाँ ब्रो हाँ
Able to make
बताओ
an
आईडी
impression
बताओ अपनी।
despite all the huff and puff.
And now,
क्या सजेशन चाहिए ब्रो? भाई क्या सजेशन चाहिए तुम्हें? मैचेस खराब जा रहे हैं, मैचेस खराब जा रहे हैं। ओके तेरा मिड बेकार लग रहा है मेरे को लग रहा है तेरा मिड बेकार खेल रहा है। ब्रेसी को तू भैंचो राइट बैक खिला रहा है, क्या पागलों वाले काम कर रहा है ब्रो? मालदीनी को जनेटी की जगह पे कर, जनेटी को ब्रेसी की जगह पे कर, ठीक है। जनेटी और मालदीनी को प्लेटनी वाला अच्छा पैक नहीं है इसलिए नहीं जा रहा मैं। ओके सही है। ब्रेसी को मालदीनी की जगह पे कर, मालदीनी को जनेटी की जगह पे कर, जनेटी को ब्रेसी की जगह राइट बैक कर। बहुत शॉट है, वेंडाई है ना, और कौन सा सी भी है तेरे पे? तो ये सी भी तो बेकार है। तीन सी भी खिलाने को ढंग के। हाँ तो फेरी के लिए तेरे को जाना नहीं चाहिए था, किसने बोला तेरे को फेरी के लिए जा? देख जनेटी को राइट बैक कर दे, मालदीनी को लेफ्ट बैक करके सी बी कर देना थोड़ा सा अंदर डाल के, और मालदीनी जगह पे कोई बढ़िया सा सी बी डाल ले अगर तेरे पे है। ब्रेसी आई थिंक बढ़िया रहेगा तेरे लिए मेरे आइडिया से। और एंकरमैन इसको खिला, एंकरमैन राइकार्ड को स्टार्टिंग करवा। एंकरमैन एंकरमैन रहेगा तेरे लिए अच्छा रहेगा, विदाउट एंकरमैन कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है। पता क्या पता है, एंकरमैन जो होता है ना, जैसे राइकार्ड है, राइकार्ड बढ़िया है। राइकार्ड के बिना तेरी एमिल्सन अच्छा है क्या? ये एमिल्सन एडमिल्सन एडमिल्सन सही है क्या? सही खेल रहा है क्या? जब मैं ये फॉर्मेशन खिलाता हूँ डीएमएफ जो भी तेरा जो सेंटर वाला डीएमएफ है उसे कर देता हूँ डीप लाइन, एक सीएमएफ को कर दूंगा डिफेंसिव, इंस्ट्रक्शन दे दूंगा उसको मैं, मतलब डिफेंसिव वाली। ठीक है, वो किसी भी सीएमएफ को तो डिफेंसिव कर दे ताकि डिफेंस के लिए वो सही रहे। दिक्कत क्या आ रही है तेरे को? गोल पड़ रहे हैं, डिफेंस नहीं हो रहा, दिक्कत क्या आ रही है तेरे को ये तो बता, तू दिक्कत बता ही नहीं रहा। पहले को यूज़ कर सेकंड स्ट्राइकर और। हाँ तो गलत है ना तेरी सीडी, ये सारा मिड गलत है ना। हाँ तो बोल तो रहा हूँ मैं तेरे को गलत खिला रहा है ना, सारा मिड ही गलत, डिफेंस ही तो गलत खिला रहा है। जो सेंटर वाला डीएमएफ है उसे डीप लाइन कर और दोनों में से एक जिस साइड से तेरे पे अटैक होगा उस सीएमएफ को डिफेंसिव कर दे। ठीक है, जनेटी को डिफेंसिव करा है तूने? नहीं करा होगा, मेरे को नहीं लगता। ये मालदीनी भी वो खेलता है, डिस्ट्रॉय टाइप खेलता है। हाँ वही ना, रुक मैं दिखाता हूँ तेरे को मैं क्या खेल रहा हूँ। मैं तेरे को अभी इस पर दिखा नहीं सकता, मेरी दूसरी आईडी है ना। लेफ्ट बैक को डिफेंसिव कर और ये ब्रेसी को थोड़ा अंदर खींच के सी भी कर देना। अरे सेंटर बैक में पोजीशन चेंज हो जाती है, थोड़ा डिस्ट्रॉय टाइप खेलता है ये। इसको दिखाता हूँ। देख मैंने 3 सी भी कर रखे हैं, मैं तो इस ब्रेसी को खिला रहा हूँ, अच्छा खेल रहा है ये। तेरा क्यों नहीं खेल रहा अच्छा? समझा मेरी चीज़? इस टाइप से कर 3 सी भी, इस टाइप से 3 सी भी, दो सेंटर वाले सी भी एक लाइन में, और लेफ्ट सी भी जो तेरा रहेगा उसे थोड़ा सा वैसे कर ले। ठीक है, ये चीज़ है। 2 इंडिविजुअल इंस्ट्रक्शन दे देना सिर्फ, एक डीप लाइन वाली। ठीक है, डीप लाइन कर दे सेंटर वाले को, डीप लाइन, और उसके बाद दूसरी कर देना डिफेंसिव। 2 इंस्ट्रक्शन चाहिए। हाँ, और एमिल्सन की जगह आई थिंक राइकार्ड को खिला के देख, मैं तो ये बोलूँगा राइकार्ड को खिला के देख ले 1-2 मैच। हाँ वही है, इंडिविजुअल इंस्ट्रक्शन दे लेना, उससे बहुत बेनिफिट होगा। राइकार्ड को खिला के देख सेंटर में, मैं तेरे को बोल रहा हूँ। ये जो राइकार्ड है ना बढ़िया खेलता है सेंटर में। भाई जो भी स्ट्रीम पे प्लीज को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब कर दो यार।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Like match day, especially here, this crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Gianfranco Zola is special, always engaging to watch.
One of those players who just Makes you smile.
Yeah, the little magician from Sardinia lives up to the name in every possible way. And speaking of size, he made small great with
यार
his
इससे
weaving
अच्छा तो
trickery
एरियल दे
and
देता मैं।
dribbling brilliance.
तेरे पे सलीबा नहीं है क्या? सलीबा
Boyan
होगा आई थिंक।
Kurkic could try cutting inside here. Oh, super ball.
सलीबा होगा ना ब्रो तेरे पे
Good
आयन?
run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Neymar has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Fuck yeah.
And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a rate. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pings in across. But that is good defending. It's been repelled.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Bojan Kurkic clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the
Fuck
defence a
yeah.
decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Dani Olmo gets it clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Couldn't squeeze it through. Played out towards the right wing. Chance here to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a good chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
He's had a shot! Bojan Kurkic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Mohamed Salah. Dani Olmo! It's a loose ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Can they get him away? He has found a way through. Skims one in. Rodri.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to thread one through. Salah.
No.
That's a cute ball.
ਜਾਂ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੋ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਮਤ ਖਾਓ। ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣਨੀ ਨਾ, ਮੇਰੇ ਨੇ ਫालतू ਬਕਵਾਸ ਵਿੱਚ। ਹਾਂ ਠੀਕ ਕਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਬਸਾਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ।
Dani Olmo. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now there's a and the shot. Oh, and with that the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Arsenal really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Arsenal have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he cuts out the supply. And it's slung out wide. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Rodri. Oh, this looks sharp. Ambitious ball here.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Rijkaard. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. Oh, what has happened here? Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nice interception, well timed.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Substitution for Milan, number 25, Zola. Number 27, Bayern. Coming on the
And
field,
it's been taken short.
number 18,
Concentrate.
Neymar.
Takes a shot!
Number 8, Bale.
And that's a
Substitution.
real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Donatoni. Looking for the run. Milan can breathe again. Just.
2 added minutes
You know, it
has
was
been
an
indicated.
intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And the ball is out of play. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Rashford. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
हाँ एंड्रेस भाई क्या हाल चाल है वेलकम टू द
What
स्ट्रीम
are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw,
एंड्रेस
Peter, with a good
क्या हाल चाल है भाई आते नहीं हो यार तुम गेम ही जीती जा रही कोई भी
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Italy.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler. So not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, it's Inzaghi. He's onside. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that looks awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
अबे यार क्या पास था ये?
Zanetti. Arsenal still without a single shot on target. And the pass is intercepted. That is good alertness. Takes the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the
गुरु
story.
ने कैसे?
He's on it, can he get away? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bellingham is always scanning the pitch for targets. Italy ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Dani Olmo. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Quality ball. Bojan Kirkic gets into some space. To say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Bellingham. Kukçu. Nice bit of trickery. Bojan. Filippo Inzaghi. Dani Olmo. Berbatov. Can he get on the end of this? He is slightly undercooked now. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed. Panicked even at times.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the back. Shot, surely! Moment! Massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Another moment of magic. A real wow
अबे
moment.
यार
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
He's having a go.
fuck यार क्या गोल कर रही है?
Brilliant. A finish right from the top draw. That is remarkable. remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Italy are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation.
Boyan! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a sharp pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
गुड मॉर्निंग संगू भाई, कैसे हो? मैं बढ़िया, बोलो कैसे हो? मैं भी ठीक हूँ, चल रहा।
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 4.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his...
It's Neymar! Oh, that's horribly mistimed.
बच
And it's
गया
given.
मैच। अबे यार ये किस चीज़ की पेनल्टी है? बेंच तो टैकल मारा मैंने उसको।
Without this. To turn a deficit into a lead.
अभी यार माइक वॉल्यूम कहाँ से इंक्रीज करूँ मैं? उसमें तो कर रहा हूँ मैं।
And they've turned it round. Not a
शॉट मारा, कहाँ पे पेनल्टी दे दी? कहाँ पे रेफरी छू दिया कहीं का?
Which the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Italy get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain.
Big header.
गोल है यार। पापा जी दिन माइक थोड़ा मुंह के पास ले लो, वरना मुझे से बात करो। मुंह के पास ले लो, मैं चुदा चुली ले।
Should take a back seat to
सूर्य सूर्य गंदी बातें करे, शर्म तो है नहीं संगू।
This is wonderful to watch.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement.
यार साला ये रॉबर्टसन कितनी फास्ट आया ऊपर से।
Picking him up. I think the boss won't be amused.
And yes, it's him again. This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Tries a shot!
Well, he got rigged because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard cuts it out. Now, can they get Inzaghi? Oh, fight!
मैंने मुंह के पास लेने के लिए बोला, मुंह में नहीं।
Well, didn't he?
हरकतें वही लग रही है मेरे को।
Now, they're all headed for the penalty box. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking to play him in. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Now it's Rashford. And that's a throw-in. That looks a decent ball. He is through here. Nice interception, well timed.
यार
Rijkaard gets good distance on it. The most accurate pass. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts.
आजा खेल लेते हैं। शी गंदी सोच। मेरी ये गंदी सोच है। हेलो हेलो, हाँ मनी क्या हाल चल रहा है? गुड मॉर्निंग, बढ़िया यार तू।
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Cruyff. Couldn't squeeze it through. Not the most accurate pass. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Belten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Cruyff. Forlan. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Nicely... It's a mighty... Oh, it's come off the upright. Cruyff. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Lahm. And it's Bojan. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Arsenal finding their passes. And here's Inzaghi. Lovely, now then. That's very neat. And he's there to belt it away. Rijkaard. That's a lovely, neat pass. Tries to pass it through. Lahm. Cruyff. Looking to play him in.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Looking for options for movement. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Out towards the flank. And this is Bojan. Maldini with the clearance. And here's Batistuta. Oh, he's in. And there is the half-time whistle. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
We are glad to
Do
inform
it back
you
on
that
the first
today's
45
matchday
minutes.
programs
Well,
are
there's no
available
way
from
to
stands
disguise the fact
located
that
by
they've
the
been
gates.
poor. Not a
Unsure
single
whether
shot
next
on
five
goal tells
souvenirs.
you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Filippo Inzaghi. That's good play. Tries the big header! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's a little off target. Forlan.
Filippo Inzaghi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a promising position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played towards the other side. And it's Bojan. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers Adam. Forlan! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Cruyff, and here's Forlan. He's on it, can he get away? Now here's the... Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance
Number
to
7,
turn to their benches.
Neymar. Number 4, Batistuta. Coming on the field, number 6, Olise. Number 18, Donadoni. Number 5, Rashford.
Barcelona
Substitution in
have it
progress.
back and can go again. Now it's Forlan, Cruyff. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Rashford.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's a sharp pass. This looks promising.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Donadoni, and the flag has stayed down. Van Balten. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain
Those of you
optimistic.
making their way home on public transportation
So
today,
all
please
square,
watch the
we
screen
need a
for train
winner,
departure
and we
times
will
from
be
all
back
local
for
major
extra time.
stations.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Now it's Forlan, Cruyff, and he was alert to it. Donadoni,
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Kukçu. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Rashford knocks it into space. Olise! Rijkaard. Cruyff. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely weighted ball. Tries a shot! Oh, yes! It's there! And that might well be that! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And again! Well, now it's a race for the ball. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to
Well,
inform
it
you
has
that
been a
CCTV
punishing
is
game,
now
both
in
physically
operation
and
for your
mentally.
safety.
But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Decent progress down the left. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, what a ball! Real chance! He scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Robertoni. Kukcu. And they can counter here. Robertoni.
There will
Stood
be
up
1
well to
minute
him there.
added time.
Olise receives it in a good position here. Swings it across. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Hello attendees,
How would you
this is
sum
a
up what we've
lost
witnessed?
children-
अरे कॉल आ गई थी यार, देखो भाई कॉल्स आ जाती हैं सुबह सुबह, थोड़ी ना काम की। यार पहला गोल गलत दे दिया तेरे को, मैंने असिस्ट करवा दिया खुद असिस्ट करवा दिया तेरे को पहला गोल। प्रज्ञ देश खेल ले भाई, कहाँ से है वैसे भाई दबे? प्रज्ञा भाई कहाँ से हैं? वो अच्छा समझा पाजी। अरे पहला गोल गलत पड़ गया ना बेंचो, तो वो असिस्ट ही करवा दिया जो। चुद क्या टीम लगा रखी है ये। डोनी डिफेंस मिड थोड़ी वीक है इस टीम में,
Hello and welcome one and all. The
इस
atmosphere
वाली टीम
building
में.
very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started.
अबे यार
And the finish!
क्या कर रहा है मेरा डिफेंस, थक क्यों रहा है?
That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Now it's Pele. Kaká takes a shot.
अरे नहीं यार भाई, मजाक है क्या?
Kept it out somehow.
Kaka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Beckham, the regular corner taker.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
He rises, and it's hit the woodwork and out. Batistuta gets it clear. Pele! Superb from Pele! A finish right from the top draw. And Italy score first. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Can he spark a counter here? Saliba gets over and intercepts. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. Lovely ball. And Boyan! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Donatoni. And it's Inzaghi. He's a sharp little ball here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Danger averted for now. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? And that has been clubbed away. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Batistuta.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's a pretty loose pass. It's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Pele. Oh, important interception. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now he's got space here. Harrison kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pele,
There
given
will
the
be
lift
1
of his
minute
goal.
added time.
Some resolute defending there. But shoots! He scores! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world. And the whistle goes for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team. I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want...
Neymar! Oh, it rattles the bar. And that's another good win of the ball.
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's an imaginative pass. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Italy needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Driving forward, and here's Bojan. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well timed, excellent interception.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Bojan. Opts for safety.
भेजो
Zanetti.
अरे अरे कि भाई कैसे हो
Pele
गुड
gets into a
मॉर्निंग
good position.
अबे ये भेजो
Finish! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Raul. Threads one in. Zanetti. That is a little undercooked. Pele. That's a decent ball. Oh, crack. And he shoots! Oh, he's managed
ओके
to get
भाई
the ball
गुड
on.
मॉर्निंग बड़ी जल्दी कौन सा ऐसे चक्कर क्या है
People who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
आज सुबह सुबह मुझे लगता भाभी ने बोला उठो 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 अंकल लगता है सुरी सुरी गालियाँ पड़ी हैं आज पक्का
Substitution for number 27.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Batistuta. Number
Howson
18.
wins the duel this time.
Number 14.
अबे यार ये क्या सा
Clearly
वो
deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Rashford. Number 20.
And here's Inzaghi.
Number 8. Substitution.
Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Arsenal really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's found a way past.
यार दौड़ ना
Options
भैंचोद
for movement. Pele, oh, perfectly measured that. Plenty to aim at here. Well, that defending is unapologetic.
अच्छा खासा उठा के माँ बहन नहीं
It's
करती
almost personal.
There will be
It
one
had to
minute
be.
added time.
That looks a cracking ball. It's a threatening ball. Great chance! And that may well be that. That is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day.
मैं तो अभी फ्रेश हुआ 20 मिनट लग गए 2 kg कम हो गया भैंस बड़ा दुख हुआ सुन के कि भाई 2 kg कम हो गया 2 kg कम होने का दुख आज स्ट्रीम करना है टाइटल डालना है हैवी डिप्रेशन बिकॉज ऑफ 2 kg वेट लूज। 2 kg वेट लूज करने होने के दुख में आज मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ। प्रज्ञा यार, जी जी यार। कहाँ से है प्रज्ञा? क्या नाम है तुम्हारा? प्रज्ञा देश। कहाँ से है भाई? आजा मेरे साथ ही खेल ले फिर से। अब सारा बैक होने में इसको पता नहीं कितने जमाने लग जाएंगे। आ जाओ आ जाओ। अभी सुबह सुबह आपका हारने का दिल कर रहा है तो आ जाओ। आ जाओ आ जाओ। रात को मैच देखा कि भी? मैं कोड भेज रहा हूँ, ठीक है भेजो। अंकी भाई। मेरे को लग रहा है दूसरी आईडी से आना पड़ेगा, इस आईडी से पेल ना दो आप कहीं। आपकी स्ट्रीक आज, आप पहला मैच जीत जाओगे आज अंकी भाई। अंकी भाई पहला मैच जीत जाओगे आज आप। जीतने की ट्राई कर सकते हो आज पहला मैच। अंकी भाई पीएसजी ने जो पेला है ना चेल्सी को। वन जीरो 10896739। ऑलरेडी डन अंकी भाई, ऑलरेडी डन। जो विनीसियस है, इंजागी है, राहुल है। दोनों टूनी भी मिल रखा कि भाई, शर्म नहीं आती आपको?
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry
and we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Batistuta, and this is Inzaghi.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Donatoni.
अरे यार गिरी.
It's a pretty loose pass. Azar. This is Batistuta. He's got away. Shoots! It's anyone's ball now. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ruben Diaz spots it and intercepts. And here's Boyan. He's being urged to shoot. And he has been fouled there.
जाने नहीं दे रहे हैं कि भाई कितने कमीने हो ना.
Just a verbal warning. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Arsenal with the corner. There first. Big header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Saliba. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Boyan. And here's Donatoni. That's a throw. Donatoni bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's come to nothing. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Batistuta. Oh, good take in a good area. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough. Batistuta! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Azar, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Osimhen receives it in a good position here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's away! And a chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They reach...
Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Just so calm under pressure. And it's half-time here. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Arsenal are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Filippo Inzaghi.
Whistle goes,
Number 13,
and we start the second half.
Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field,
Well, it's ended
number
up in no
21,
man's land.
Mbappe.
Well, quality
Number
clearly
20,
deserted him at the
Rooney.
crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Alexander-Arnold. Zanetti. And he's decided to go for it. Kupchu.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That looks a cracking ball. Raul is onto it in a flash. Pass somewhat off target. Time and again they are repelled. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Can he get it through? And this is Batistuta. Caught offside that time. Played out to the right. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Great chance! Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when...
Bullish header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That has not gone well. Has a shot! Oh, brilliant from Donadoni! About as smooth as it gets. It is no contest. It is a landslide. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Arsenal are having a ball here. Donadoni. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Looking for a runner. And the ball's come loose here.
think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And here's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. It's Azar! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's cut it out.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rijkaard. And it's Bojan. Looking for the run. Donatoni. There's a sharp little ball here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been won straight back. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Azar. Now it's Raul. He might be in here. Osimhen takes a shot. In he goes again. Oh, taken with style. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done for the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Madrid grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Real chance! Now that was quite some save.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Madrid have their
Mbappe.
second corner now.
Number 10. Hazard. Number 14.
Oh, what a climb!
Coming on the field.
Decent attempt, but
Number
not
8.
quite good enough.
Number 17. Mateus. Number 18. Berbatov. Substitution.
Keep the ball, and you... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Please take some time out to give your
How would you sum up what we've witnessed?
अंके भाई तीस मेरे को धुआं ढोने वाला गोल बड़ा मस्त लगा.
Especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in
अरे तो इसमें कॉइन पड़े होंगे डिफेंस के लिए ले लो ना पैक ले लो पैक क्यों नहीं ले रहे आप डिफेंस के लिए.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us for tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
ओके भाई ये था वो बहन चुत कहाँ से मारा हुआ इसने. आर्सेनल का पैक ले लो उसमें डिफेंस सारा उसमें डिफेंस सारा बढ़िया हो जाएगा. लेफ्ट में कैलफोरी 101 राइट में टिम्बर तो वैसे बढ़िया खेलता है. कैलफोरी भी बढ़िया खेलता है. ज़बरदस्त डिफेंस हो जाएगा उसमें आर्सेनल वाले पैक से. डिफेंस के लिए वो सही है. मैंने भी वही ले रखा है. ये देखो ना कैलफोरी टिम्बर जुबामेंडी दूसरे कोने में. फिर आपकी मर्जी. फिर नहीं मैं कुछ बोल सकता इस चीज़ पे. मेरे को ये पैडी मिल गया. आजा वन मोर ओके आ जाओ. भैंस की आँख। नेमार ने ओपन करा।
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
विक्टर बड़ा खतरनाक है भाई आपका। चूत क्या गोल है ये क्या गोल है भाई चूत।
Delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Hazard. Has a look and plays it forward. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played out to the left flank. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Incoming delivery. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
अरे यार
Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold. That's been cut out, well played. Bojan. And this is Batistuta. Somewhat off. And the finish!
अबे क्या मार रही है शिट।
Missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter.
अगे 1-1 करने का टाइम था ये पता है।
Next time, maybe.
And the pass is intercepted. Knocks it into space. Looks a good ball through. Good read, needed to be.
अरे
Certainly
अगे भाई
wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Arsenal really can't go chasing this
अरे
game
अगे
too
भाई
soon. Any rash
दे
decisions
देते हैं
fail,
जो बॉल।
and see them lose it.
Zanetti. Now it's Inzaghi. Inzaghi! was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Roll attempts a clearance. And it's Rijkaard. Bojan. And Bojan! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
अबे Batista साले
Which in hindsight was probably a mistake of him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Bojan. Filippo Inzaghi. Decent chance! It's in! Arsenal are level. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Neymar looking to penetrate opposition lines. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Spread it left. That has been cut short. Kukcu threads one in. Filippo Inzaghi.
यार shit
And that has been clubbed away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta! Oh, classic Batistuta! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
At a time.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He's got away. To be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming. I think there are many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
प्रीतम कैसा है मैं और अंकित भाई खेलते हैं सूर्य सूर्य
And the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Arsenal get into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And the second half gets underway. And he thumps it clear. Rijkaard. Here's the team's great visionary. And it's Bojan. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, well played, well played.
अरे अंकित भाई
Great vision. Now it's Hazard. That has not gone well. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And this is Bojan. Crossing. That has been knocked clear and claimed it back swiftly. Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark. Looking for a
Shot, surely!
अबे अंकित भाई का ये विक्टर ओसिमन ना हरामी है
A finish right from the top draw.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Neymar, Batistuta, Neymar gets into a good position, and it's hoisted clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Kukçu.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That pass isn't the best. Bojan. And here's Inzaghi. Neymar. Batistuta. He's had a shot! He has done it! Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Hazard.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed.
साली बॉल ही नहीं निकली
20. Rooney.
That has been
Coming on
slung
the field.
wide.
Number 27.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable
Number
matchup.
6. Danny Olmo.
Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Number 18. Berbatov. Substitution.
Looking for the run. And this is Inzaghi. And he's managed to get free.
अबे ये पेनल्टी नहीं है
Danny Olmo. It's a sharp
आगे भी
pass.
पेनल्टी नहीं होती क्या ये
Bojan couldn't squeeze it through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rijkaard. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bojan. Alexander-Arnold, who does have an assist to his name. It's a pretty loose pass. Kukçu. That is good.
अबे यार रैशफोर्ड
Well read, nice interception. Out to the left it goes. Rashford is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There will be 3 minutes
Now,
added
can they
time.
get him away? And this is Inzaghi, crossed into the middle. Oh, it's Inzaghi. Ambitious ball here. Now it's Donatoni. He has found the way through. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an
Terrific
information
recovery,
bulletin
a
from the
really
regional police.
fine...
दिक्कत तो है क्या दिक्कत है बताओ अरे डिफेंस वीक है और कुछ नहीं है आपको डिफेंस चाहिए अंकित भाई डिफेंस नहीं है मुझे डिफेंस की दिक्कत लग रही है अंकित भाई और तो कुछ नहीं लग रहा गोलकीपर नहीं है कि भाई गोलकीपर नहीं डिफेंस का है मेन डिफेंस ही नहीं है डिफेंस देखो ना डिफेंस देखो ना, डिफेंस कहाँ है आपका, ये चीज़ देखो ना। मेन चीज़ थी डिफेंस, क्योंकि भाई डिफेंस ठीक होता तो हो। ऑलमो मिल गया आपको, मेरे को मिला है मैकलिस्टर। सी भी नहीं है ढंग का, ना लेफ्ट बैक है ना राइट बैक है। ब्रेसी बेचारा अकेला करे, लेकिन अकाउंट मस्त है कि भाई इसमें अगर नॉर्मल, मैं तभी तो बोला था आर्सेनल का पैक लेने के लिए कि उसमें सारे डिफेंसिव प्लेयर हैं। इसका डिफेंस क्या है, 70, 96। सीबी गोलकीपर, लेफ्ट मिडफील्ड, बहुत मस्त है कि भाई ये ओसिमन। कि भाई सिटी रात को बाहर हो गई। ये भी बेकार है डिफेंस। अरे नेमार क्यों नहीं लिया साइडी में। कम पैक नहीं, बट 2-3 गोल, 2-3 नहीं है कि भाई। मैं एक चीज़ बताऊँ, अगर रेड कार्ड नहीं होता तो कर लेते ये मे बी। ये बोल रहे हो लेने के लिए, लॉन्ग बॉल कंट्रोल, लॉन्ग बॉल, डिफेंसिव अवेयरनेस, ड्रिबलिंग। अरे यार नहीं होता, बहुत मुश्किल है। ये मेरे काम का है कि भाई, क्योंकि मेरे साथ CMF ही है सारे मैक्सिमम। बरकैम्प सही बात है, डिफेंसिवली अच्छा हो जाएगा ये। क्योंकि मेरा जेरार्ड भी CMF है, नेडवेड भी CMF खेलता है, प्लेटनी भी CMF खेलता है। बॉक्स टू बॉक्स मेरे पे काफ़ी CMF है। डेविड डी गया नहीं लिया गया इसमें अपना आईडी, तो कि भाई ये भी मस्त बन गई, मेरी वाली आईडी भी अच्छी बन गई है। क्या बोलते हो इस आईडी के बारे में। हाँ कि भाई मैं भी जा रहा अभी। शाम को आऊँगा, अभी मैं भी जा रहा। खाना खुना खा के फ्री होके फिर आऊँगा मैं भी बाद में। हेलो पेसो वुल्फ, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। ओके ओके भाई। अरे मैं एक कहाँ से आईडी दे दूँ ब्रो? अरे डिवीज़न 1 करनी थी इसमें। अरे कुछ नहीं, डिवीज़न करनी थी। कॉन्टैक्ट मी बाय आईडी इन बजट। पैसफुल भाई कर लो, पैस भाई से कर लो कॉन्टैक्ट। इंस्टाग्राम पे भी है पैस भाई, पैस देसी भाई। बड़ी आईडी दे देगा वो ये तेरे को, पैस वुल्फ भाई, बजट में वो भी। यस ब्रो। यूट्यूब पे सर्च कर लेना, चैनल है इसका, 10K सब्सक्राइबर है भाई के, 10+K। हम्म।
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best. Some true legends of the game have sung his praises, and I can't disagree. Pace, directness, distribution are all his outstanding qualities, and he does it time and time again.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Kukcu has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Batistuta looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now there's a find, there's the shot!
Shit.
Classic Batistuta!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time.
Big chance! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to one Scholes!
Right.
Scholes! That's brilliant! A finish of true class! And that really is so impressive. Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
He's cut it out. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Inzaghi. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. De Bruyne. Scholes. Fiore. Neymar.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's found the way through. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. Oh, what a chance! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good.
छोड़ गया नहीं छोड़ा बेंच बंदे ने मैच
Substitution in progress.
मैच तो छोड़ गया होगा
Now he has two. Arsenal take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Inzaghi. Oh, that's delightful. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's an excellent interception. Zanetti. And it's half-time here.
Arsenal are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Arsenal head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. So we're just settling back into this second half. He's going to be disappointed with that.
अरे
Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
It scores!
अबे यार क्या गोल मारा यार
Princely strike! A finish right from the top draw. The second half off to a spectacular start. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This is threatening to become Inzaghi! Now, who's going to be first to this?
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Now, can they get him away? Looking for options for movement. Van Dijk. Scholes. Fiore. Now it's Haaland. And reclaimed it in a trice. Haaland is onto this.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Substitutions taking place.
बच गया बहन चोद बच गया भाई बच गया
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Donatoni. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And the shots! It's in!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Number 11, Filippo.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat.
Now it's Rashford. He's got away. Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get the
Shit,
rest from the
yeah.
field and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Shapes to shoot!
अबे यार ये क्या मिस था
How often do you see that?
मेरा भी रैंक कुछ कर ले लो मजे बस भाई तुम
He didn't have that clinical edge.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rashford, he's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! Sticks it away! It is no contest. It is a landslide. The lightness of step, the sharpness of... And that's it.